All right, our next stock for technical analysis is going to be Palantir, ticker PLTR. So this company has some disruptive technology utilizing the cloud, focusing on security and usability for companies. They have data optimization through their Apollo, Gotham, and Foundry programs, and here recently have partners in energy, defense, and intelligence. They also secured a contract with Faurecia, an automotive company, 3M, and Rentto. Something that's pretty notable that has recently occurred with Palantir is the share lockup did expire. For those of you that are kind of unfamiliar with the share lockup, basically what that means is that insiders have a certain period of time before they can dump cells. And that did expire recently, and what we did see was about 40% of insiders did sell their shares. At the same time, though, we saw a 40% increase in institutions. So that's a pretty big catalyst there. Either way, I think overall very positive for the stock, though, seeing the 40% increase in institutional holdings. One of which is Cathie Woods, which has been in the news quite a bit recently with her ARK holdings that have been performing phenomenally in the market, especially our technology sectors. So what Cathie's been doing is adding to her ARK-K and ARK-W holdings with Palantir. Currently, she holds about 16 million shares at a 26.73 average, which is about the price that it was trading at on Friday. So not too late for us to get in. Kind of be in the same boat that Cathie is right now with the stock. Some other good catalysts that are coming up are the April 14th demo day. So these demo days or stock days or company days that these different companies have been doing recently usually result in a increase in share price going into these events. And what you'll usually see is if it underperforms or doesn't meet expectations, you might see a little bit of a sell-off. Flip side is that is if you get some really good news out of there, they release some new technology, you can see a really good increase in stock price. So overall, Palantir has been performing really, really well this year. We are about 40% off the high. Some of that is due to the surge in share price when it broke out a few weeks ago, and part of that also is with the NASDAQ selling off due to some of the bond increases and the perceived inflation fears. Currently, we're still 200% off the low, so that's great momentum. This trade doesn't go without risk since we are 200% off the low, but I like to think that's for good reason and what the company has to offer. So what we'll do, we'll kind of jump in here and look at the 1-year chart. So for those of you that have been following me on my Facebook page, Technical Analysis Warehouse, or here on YouTube, what you'll come to find is I'm a huge advocate for the 920 crossover, and as you can see right here, the 9 has not crossed over the 20, but we are getting there, and it looks like it could happen either on Monday or Tuesday here pretty shortly. So as I work down through this chart, just a few things here. The red line is the 20 simple moving average, the peach line is the 50-day moving average, and the green line is the 9-day exponential moving average. Keep on going down. I use the TTM squeeze. Kind of what you'll see here, if you're not familiar with this, make it easy, is when this goes from yellow to light blue, this is in a squeeze pattern, and what you'll see with the stock price here was it was explosive. It went from that 26.39 range all up to 45 in 4 days, sorry. So we're not quite there yet. We're a day or two out, but if we can get over this resistance here on the 50-day average, which is in that 28.5 range, should be really good. As we work down, we have RSI and MACD. This MACD right here, we did have some positive divergence, which is very positive for the stock. Should bring in some positivity and hopefully some more buying. Down below, we'll look at RSI. We're at that 50 range, so we did kind of bounce off the oversold, and we're working our way back up to hopefully overbought before long. So let's just look at this real quick. We did come down here and make our way all the way down to the low 20s about 5 days ago. So had a nice bounce, really performed a nice hammer right here on the candle, and then we worked our way back up. What I did find on the last couple of days is there was this odd resistance at 27. I couldn't quite figure it out. It didn't line up with the chart historically necessarily. We had some right here where it bounced around, but you could just see there was almost like a weight sitting on it. So what I did is actually pulled up the weekly chart, and I'll do that here real quick, and I found it. So right here on the weekly, we have some resistance right at that 27.24 level. So a couple things here is we can break that 27.24. That'd be very positive, and we can work our way back up to the daily here and get back to that 28.28 range right here. So first we're looking for 27.24, then we're looking for 28.24, and after that we're kind of we're free to basically work our way back up to that high, especially over this 30 range. It looks very positive. So a couple things, once again, kind of zoom in here. Really good momentum. Friday, 25.72, closed at 27, not bad for a day. So as we kind of move forward, a couple things that we need to keep our mind on when we're playing Palantir. One is futures. NASDAQ. This stock has been kind of sympathizing with the tech industry, of course. So as we see tech fall maybe 100 or 200 points, which is only percentages of the NASDAQ, we're seeing this stock move 5-10% down at times. The flip side is we go up 100 or even 200 points, we're seeing this stock move up 5, 10, and 20% sometimes. So very positive. One thing I would also note with this stock is it's highly talked about in Wall Street Bets, and by no means should you bet your portfolio on Wall Street Bets, but something that has been popular recently is if something's mentioned enough, you might see an uptick in volume, you might see people start buying it, you might try to basically squeeze that stock. So it's something to keep your mind on. If we see a really big move, it would probably be beneficial or behoove you to maybe take some off the table because of consolidation after that move. Still, what would be beneficial moving forward, depending on how futures turn out Monday? It does open up in an hour. Definitely want to hold this 25.39 level. If we hold the 25.84 would be more beneficial, but ideally we would work our way up to this the 50-day average at 28.28. So as you guys make this play, all the indicators right now that I am very familiar with, that I tend to use, are looking positive. So as long as we're in a good play for futures and the NASDAQ's looking strong, I think this is going to be a very good stock to be holding on the next few weeks. Once again, something that's going to help the stock or maybe bring the stock price down a little bit is the NASDAQ. And what we're talking about now is we had the injection of stimulus. A lot of people said, all right, that's going to go into the economy. It's going to raise the NASDAQ. It's going to raise the Dow. Well, the Dow has been doing very well, but what we're now seeing is maybe some inflation fears from bond prices. And we did see these fluctuate, like on the 10 years, going from 148 to about $1.64 now, I think was the high. And what we saw was a decrease in the NASDAQ. Towards the end of Friday, we did see a very nice comeback. I think we were down a few hundred points, couple hundred points into the day, maybe minus 100. So kind of saw the reversal that we were looking for. I'll show you guys real quick since I have the chart pulled up, just kind of what I'm talking about. So, for Palantir, it didn't affect it too much. We did see that morning sell-off and work its way back down to 25.20, and then from that point on, we were looking pretty positive. So I'll show you one last chart just to give you guys an idea of just kind of price movement and things to expect here. Go back down to the 5-day, and this is kind of what I'm talking about, that big sell-off that we saw from the NASDAQ, and that was primarily from the futures. So once again, 27 down to 25 and some change. Obviously a lot of positive things coming for this stock. I think the bond fears are starting to dissipate a little bit, which is going to definitely help this stock. So let's clear that 28 level and let's see how we can do, and hopefully working our way back up to 45. And then, it's really up to you guys on your strategy and how you size out, every 5%, every 10%, or if you're going to hold this stock for a long time. Obviously, it's a technology stock. It's a growth stock, has lots of potential, has big partners. So let's see what it can do, and I hope you guys are getting some good information out of these technical analysis. It kind of removes the fluff, it removes the news, and you guys can just focus on these indicators that really can add value to your trade. So hey guys, if you like this, please like it, please subscribe. Appreciate you guys looking at it, and let me know if you guys want me to check out another stock for you. All right, take care.